What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Frank Warren, Tyson Fury, and Anthony Joshua. Get this. According to Eddie Hearn, as we guys know, we hear that Eddie Hearn has informed the boxing world of ongoing talks of Tyson Fury taking on Anthony Joshua. Well, Frank Warren has confirmed that Fury Joshua talks are on and going, but Warren's reports are misleading. Negotiations between Tyson and Anthony Joshua could be reopened as soon as next week, providing the latter beats American heavyweight Jermaine Franklin. The two British superstars entered into rushed and ad hoc talks late last year, and that ultimately crumbled. That led to nowhere. Okay, Fury went into negotiations with the man who defeated AJ for his unified titles, Usyk, and the same thing happened. Go figure. The Ukrainian side pulled the plug on their talks after feeling that they were too disrespected. In the left, Fury without an opponent, and AJ's promoter Eddie Hearn was quick to reignite the idea of a domestic dust-up. He said that early stage contracts could be sent next week. Franklin result. Well, George Warren, son of Hall of Famer promoter Frank Warren, a part of Queensberry, confirmed to the Daily Mail that they had been approached, but anything above that was misleading. Eddie reached out last week. We discussed a number of things, including Fury versus Joshua in view of the Usyk breakdown, and said he would like to revisit the conversation after the Franklin fight. It hasn't been discussed with Tyson at this stage, so anything said is now misleading. Okay, those are the words of Frank Warren. And let me counterpunch. This is very important to know, people, okay? Because we have to know what's real and what's not, all right? And I'm glad that Frank came forth to tell us, like, hey, Tyson hasn't even heard about this yet, okay? So he hasn't even discussed Anthony Joshua. And since that's the case, we know, and what we should know about Tyson Fury at this stage of his career, we should know that he is very emotional. He's a guy that's up and down. He's left to right. He's in and out. So if he may have that bitterness towards Joshua anyway. So who's to say that he might like the idea of reopening negotiations with Anthony Joshua? He might just call him a bodybuilder and an idiot and all that other stuff he called him already and just move on with the next guy. So we don't really know, and this is what I don't like from Eddie Hearn. I don't like his over-ambitiously set mind when it comes to, oh, hey, this could happen. He's so quick to jump on these type of fights and try to reopen this and, oh, well, this could happen. Like, listen, calm your happy ass down, Eddie. That's what I would do. Focus on the fight that you have at hand. And in fact, don't mention anything about any other fighter. For one, it's unprofessional. For two, it's very misleading. For three, it's one of those things for another day. Okay? It's just out of sorts. You don't bring up a damn Tyson Fury fight right when you need your fighter to win a fight against a guy that has nothing to do with Tyson Fury. Counterpunch. And I've said this earlier this week about Eddie Hearn. See, yeah, sure, him and George, which is the son of Frank, okay? Yeah, they've been talking about it. They've been talking amongst themselves, which is cool. But then I think it should have only been that. Some things people need to be quiet about. Some things people don't really need to take into account at this point of time. And what's bad, you have Anthony Joshua making comments about a potential Tyson Fury fight, that means that Eddie Hearn has dropped in Anthony Joshua's ear about a possible fight. And the question I have for everybody is, how in the hell does that help Anthony Joshua now? I mean, he's already got pressure on top of a new trainer. Then you have to take into account that the new trainer has pressure because they want AJ to perform well, and that trainer, which is Derek James, has his own ambitions and has his own reputation to uphold. So you have that. You have all of the UK, okay, that is now pissed at Tyson Fury because Tyson Fury can't get a good fight made with a good fighter. So, and then you drop this shit on about Tyson Fury being the next opponent. Like, listen, Eddie Hearn, I feel that if he respected his fighters, he would learn to chill out. He would learn to understand certain things go in certain orders. And he should, and if he didn't learn anything about AJ can be broken under pressure. Yeah. He can fold. He could break under pressure. We've seen what happened when he lost Alexander Usyk, so he's worried about him losing to Jermaine Franklin. So if you're worried about him losing, don't hinder him from winning. Okay? Don't hinder him from winning because you know that this guy, you're throwing all this shit at this guy and, oh, well, hey, here's a Tyson Fury fight if you can possibly happen, and you guys haven't even talked to Tyson. So that means Tyson Fury is not even involved in this situation yet. Okay, so you can't blame Tyson for Anthony Joshua losing because he doesn't even know about it yet. But yet you let Anthony Joshua know, and Anthony Joshua has a fight to win that Anthony Joshua needs to focus on. He needs to focus on this fight at hand. He does not need to worry about a potential fight with anybody until he gets this job done April 1st. But again, it's great that Frank Warren has, reiterated like, okay, that's misleading because we haven't even talked to Tyson. So why is this, froggy ass Eddie talking all this shit? Because that basically he's creating a narrative that, hey, there's negotiations underway and then these guys are getting together. Like, stop. Let's see what Anthony Joshua does April 1st. You guys tell me what you think about Frank Warren's comments about this matter. Please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.